Love.
Oh, my nails.
Let's do this, Vince.
Hi, my name is Binay, Senior Credit Manager at Home Loan Experts, 8 years in the mortgage industry, and apparently I have a habit of making lender policies my bedtime stories. No regrets.
Hi, I'm Astha Shrestha, Mortgage Operation Manager in Home Loan Experts. 8 years in mortgages, and I still get excited every time the client file settles. I've also been nominated as a finalist in multiple industry awards, Australian Business Award and Better Business Award.
So first-home buyers, always a hot topic. Let's see what are the most Googled questions about them.
So the first question we have is, do first home buyer pay a stamp duty? So it depends where you're buying. It's like mostly the state and territory provide partial or full stamp duty exemption. So the good news is you might be end up paying nothing at all or a lot less than usual. So let's move on to the next one. Should I help you with that, Binay?
Do I still qualify as a first-home buyer if my partner has owned a property before? That won't be the case. Both of you will need to be first-time buyers in order to avail those benefits. However, there are cases where you can buy the property in your name alone and have both of you on the loan.
So credit manager showing his credit skill. Now let's move on to the next question. So is the first home buyer grant only for new homes? Technically, yes. So usually the grants are only eligible for the new homes. It can be built, it can be off the plan, it can be also the major renovations as well. So unfortunately, no love for the established home, but still you can get some stamp duty discounts and things like that based on like where you're buying. So I'll take the next questions as well. So we have, okay, the interesting one. Do the first home buyers have to pay LMI? In the normal loan, if you have deposit less than 20%, the LMI kicks in. But here's the good news. Under first home guarantee scheme, any first home buyer, any eligible first home buyer can get their first home with just 5% deposit with no LMI.
Enough of Astha, I'll take the next one. Do first home buyers need to know anything before applying? Absolutely. There's a lot of costs involved, stamp duty, legal fees, lender fees. On top of that, your own borrowing power. So it's a maze that you need to really navigate on your own. I'll get the next one as well.
And the last one.
And the last one. Can I still be a first home buyer if I buy with my parents? You'll always be a first-home buyer, but whether or not you can avail the benefits of first-home buyer depends on from state to state and whether your parents have bought a property before or not. The safest option, buy the property in your name, have your parents act as guarantors.
Now we're done with exploring all the most Google questions about first home buyer. Now, Binay, as a senior credit manager, I would like to ask you, what suggestion do you have for our first home buyer in Australia? How can they check about their borrowing capacity?
I could go on and on about all the things that they could do to understand their situation and borrowing power, Astha. But the easy fix right now, Home Loan Experts 360 Home Loan Assessor. All you need to do is go into our website, enter your details, and it'll give you a close to accurate result of what your actual situation is like. For more details, go on to homeloanexperts.com.au. Done?